welcome to my channel. I thought I would do a separate video on a bit about me, why I've maybe started this channel and what's going on with my life at the moment. So I'm Emily, hi to anybody that doesn't know me, and I'm 35 years old. I live in Dorset with my partner and my dog Wallace. I thought I'd do, it's not a get ready with me video, I'm basically getting ready for work, and thought that I would kill two birds with one stone, get ready and just tell you a bit about myself. So I have for the past 3 months, coming up to 3 months, been suffering with a prolapsed disc. So this all started back in September, and I wanted to start a YouTube channel in September. I decided to start a run club, and I was going to use that kind of space to document that and also start just a YouTube channel about, I don't know, just my life really. And I filmed one video and then had a problem with my back. So over the past 3 months, there's kind of been ups and downs and some horrible bits and then some nicer bits where I've been away on holiday and things like that. So yeah, this started in September. I went to see a chiropractor. He loosened off some muscles. I thought everything was kind of fine. I went for a run and then woke up the next day in agony. It's not even funny, I don't know why I'm laughing. In agony and not able to move. And I was speaking to someone at the gym actually. So I went to the gym yesterday to pick Josh up and saw some friends in there, and they said, "Oh, was this really unexpected?" And I said, "You know," and they said, "Did it come as a shock?" I said, "No, not at all. For me, this is, I'm 35, this is the 5th time it's happened now. So it wasn't a shock at all. But when I went to the chiropractor, it was just some sort of like maintenance. I probably look really silly, I've just got some stuff under my eyes. I went to the chiropractor for some maintenance and thought that I would be fine. I had a bit of pain in my hip and I went for a run. He did tell me to rest and I clearly didn't listen. So I went for a run and woke up, the next morning I had this pain in my hip, and I actually thought it was a hip pain. I didn't associate the hip with my usual back pain. I don't know why, because it always starts off in my hip. I just didn't put 2 and 2 together. So then went to see the physio the next day and she said, "It's not your hip, it's your back." So in September that happened, and it's kind of got progressively worse over, I'd say, the course of a month and a half, and then I ended up in hospital. So I was taking loads of pain medication, having to kind of increase that every so often because it wouldn't work or the pain would get worse. And I'm so lucky to have private medical cover. So I did have the physio. So the physio actually sent a referral back to the private medical cover to say that I need to see a specialist. And then I called them up and I had to wait, I think it was 4 weeks, I had to wait to see a specialist. But in that period of waiting, like I said, it got progressively worse and ended up going to A&E because I felt like I couldn't walk. There was just so much pain there. Spent some time in A&E and then got sent home with loads of drugs. But in the meantime, the private hospital said that I need to have an injection. So I've had the injection. I should probably get ready. I've got work in 20 minutes. This was a get ready with me video. So it wasn't a get ready. This was me getting ready, not me talking with concealer under my eyes. So I've had the injection in my back and I'm a lot more mobile. Just check that. I'm a lot more mobile than I was, but I still don't, I'm not there. I'm still not, I'm not able to do anything. I can just about walk the dog, and I can do sort of minimal housework, I can cook some food, but it's just not me. So before all of this, I was training to do like a 10k run. That was my goal, alongside doing some CrossFit bits, and I'd entered to do a High Rocks in March with my friend Hannah. So I was a fairly active person, doing 3 dog walks a day and doing all this exercise, and I really enjoyed it. And I think for me, that's where I feel I'm just not back at that place yet. And I guess I need to learn to walk before I can run again. Excuse the pun, but also there's just a lot of pain still there. And at the moment, what happens is I'm like bending over to, I don't know, put something in the dishwasher, and I get this pain in my hamstring or my glute. Oh my goodness. I was screaming the house down yesterday, and then Wallace was all panicked. This looks funny, doesn't it? Wallace was all panicked, and then Josh comes running in, like, what's happening? And I just felt like I was like stuck, or just, I guess, really anxious about moving. I was too scared to move in case that pain came back. So yeah, it wasn't necessarily a shock to me. Like I said, this has happened before. I think this is the 5th time it has happened to me. You'd think I would have learnt now from all of the other times it has happened, but this happens because I have I think it happens because I have really weak core muscles. So the muscles that should be protecting my back, stopping this from happening, don't work or aren't working as efficiently as they should. So then I have other muscles that overcompensate, and then they get tight, they hurt, so you go and see somebody about it. I just dug my finger into that. Oh, I need to get tissue. Otherwise I'm going to put that everywhere, aren't I? And I'm wearing a white shirt, so 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. So where was I? So this wasn't a shock because it's happened before, and like I said, I should be learning that I need to strengthen my core muscles, but I haven't done it. I think every time I say, oh, I'm going to do it, I'll do the exercises, and things get better, and I just go back to normal. I neglect my body. I don't do any stretching. I don't look after it in the way that I should be. So this has happened, and I think that's every time it happens, it gets worse. The symptoms last for longer. The pain is worse, and I don't want this to happen again. So I'm now kind of 3 months into this kind of episode, and it's not much better. So I've had a steroid injection, and they have injected that into the space in which the disc is bulging out and pushing onto the nerves. And I had that done coming up to 4 weeks ago now. And it has provided some sort of relief because I'm a lot more mobile, but also that the pain is still there. So I have another appointment with the consultant this Friday, and we are going to assess how bad the pain is I've also been reducing the morphine dose that I was taking. And there is significant pain still there. So we're going to have a chat about what that means, what the next steps are. But I think he's suggested last time that the next step for me would be to have an operation, a discectomy, I think it is, where they trim away part of the disc that's bulging out and pushing on the nerve. So they'll trim away that section, and I don't know, the pain goes away. You have nothing pushing on the nerve, nothing going down my leg hurting. So the pain, I get this one's a strange one. So I get pain in my ankle bone, and it kind of radiates then up my leg. That starts to hurt, but there's a constant dull ache in my ankle bone, and then a pain in my hip or my glute that just feels like it's on fire. And then when it gets really bad, it's just all the way down my leg. So I think the whole time, so since this happened, since I ended up in hospital, I've just thought, I'll just get this over and done with. Like, just do the operation, I'll be fine. And I hate that when brush hair comes out and you end up with that on your face. But now it feels like this might actually happen. I'm a bit scared. And part of me thinks, is this getting better on its own? Do I want to put myself through this? But then episodes happen where I'm screaming in pain. I feel like my leg is going into this awful spasm. And then at those moments, I'm like, just get this over and done with. Give me the operation. So I'm just really feeling really torn, mixed emotions, and really not sure what to do. So I'm hoping when I speak to the consultant on Friday, we'll have a chat about what's best for me, because I do feel like I've lost kind of 3 months of my life, not to be dramatic. I am quite a dramatic person. I just want to get back to being me, doing some exercise, just a normal life for me, please. But that does, obviously you read on the internet, don't you? The minute somebody suggests something, or you have a symptom, or I don't know, I have something wrong or feel like something's wrong with me, I'm Googling my symptoms, which is the worst thing to do. But I've been obviously Googling what this means for me, what time in terms of recovery. And recovery doesn't sound too bad. It's 4 to 6 weeks. I do a desk job, so I work from home. So I think in terms of time off from that shouldn't be too bad. But in terms of exercise, it says online that there's no running for 6 months. If I can get the operation sooner rather than later, it means I don't have to run through the winter. But also, I do really miss running. So we'll see. Am I ready? No, I didn't spray my face. This bottle is so dirty. Everything just gets chucked in my makeup bag, in one bag, and then muddles up, and I really need to clean it. It's disgusting. Ugh. Dry that off. So I wanted to start this channel before because I was like, it'll be fun. I can talk about my run club, which I'm still doing, by the way. But I'm not running. I set other people off, and then they come back after they've done 5k, and we have a lovely breakfast, and it's really nice. So I shouldn't really complain, really, because I do love running, but I do still get to enjoy that breakfast with my friends. Like I said, I recorded a video 3 months ago, never put it out online, because then I thought, well, where do I go on from that? What are my next videos going to be? Me doing nothing. But now I feel like I'm in a much better headspace in terms of mentally accepting some of this and moving on with things, and also I'm a lot better physically than I was. So anyways, wanted to start doing these videos as a bit of an outlet for me, but also to talk about my journey along the way. I always find it interesting to listen to other people's stories, and I constantly watch YouTube videos of people doing, not a lot, just their daily life. So I have nothing else to do at the moment. So I thought I'll share a bit of my life, put it out there on the internet, and hopefully, I don't know, someone might watch it and resonate with it. If not, I've just got some nice videos to look back on, and I can look back on how I've progressed through my life. So yeah, we'll see. Other videos I think will just be just my life, weekly vlogs. I don't know if it'll be weekly, if I'm that interesting to do a weekly vlog, but we'll see. Hopefully I can share bits of what happens in terms of recovery, my next steps, and hopefully I'll get better soon. So thank you for listening to this video. I'll catch you on the weekly vlogs. Cheers, bye.